got in a street fight right behind me, right there, where you guys see. I was a bouncer at this bar behind, in the city of Herenveen, and I used to be a bouncer in this town. You guys see this nice little lake? This is down the street. I figured you guys might want to see this. The place I bounced at was down the street over there. We're about to walk over there, so you guys need to stick to the end of the video to hear the story. And yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game. Fun little thing. I figure you guys might want to see this as I'm standing out here. This is a common thing in Holland. You guys see that? The bridge is opening. And you know, we are the worldwide masters in anything to do with water, because we retain the water, because we're in the Netherlands, which literally means lands under, or underlands. And yeah, this is a common thing in this town. Not every town has them, but yeah, here's very common. I used to walk down this street to go to work, so from there I'd walk down the end of this street over there. And I figured that might be a nice little thing out here for you guys to see. Anyways, down to the story. So you guys will see this from my angle. This is exactly what I'd be seeing at night on the way to work. It is a trip to be down here again. I haven't been down to the city in like over 7 years. So around the last time that I worked here was about 7 years ago. You guys see that? Another one coming through immediately. So I worked on the street over here. A little history on this bar. This bar doesn't exist anymore, at least not in the way that that I used to work in it. I used to work in here, and it was a back in those days it was a shisha bar, and the owners were Turkish. And you know, it was a bar with a lot of Turkish customers, and I must say a limited amount of women in this bar back in those days. You would think there would be more women, but it was like a lot of dudes in this bar always. Limited amount of women. And this was the only street fight I had there where I actually needed to get like physical. And by physical I mean handing out kicks, and by kicks I mean a kick to the balls, a kick to the groin. So this is the spot where it happened over here, and let's get into this video. So this is how it went down. I'm inside the bar, and this is the door, by the way. The window with it changed a little bit. I'm inside the bar, and then some guy comes in, really tall Dutch dude, a really tall Dutch dude with his son, and allegedly wanting money from the owner. Allegedly saying that the owner owed him money and whatever else, not, blah blah blah. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't even care either. I just got, you know, order from the owner to throw him outside. So I start telling him to go outside. I start telling him, told me to go outside. I mean his son, to go outside with him. And next thing you know, his all the people in the bar started to like support me, because they noticed that he started getting aggressive. So next thing I know, I got the whole bar backing me up. The guy obviously goes outside. So at that point, we are I get him out right here, and the guy is you know, right about over there. So I'm walking him, and I have the entire bar behind me, and the owner is on my left side over here. So at that point, he's right here, and I'm literally standing like this, guys. Feet pointing over here. So I'm like right there. Owner's right here. Dude is right there, coming at me, coming towards us, but he started going towards the owner. So at that point, what he did is, the guy took about 1 or 2 steps. I'm gonna try to imitate what he did. Okay, so he takes about, let me see, he's here, he takes 1, 2, so right when he's about to take the 3rd step, I'm over here, and I basically just go ahead and front kick him, you know, right in the nuts, like right there, pow. And I kicked him as hard as I could. Like, even though my foot was headed here, I was thinking I was going all the way up there, but you know, it went straight through his crotch, And you guys may think what happened after that. A lot of you guys that believe in these moves to the crotch and whatever else, not. It doesn't work. Not that I had the intention of it working. It's just what was more convenient at that moment from that angle. He was tall, so at that moment he's going towards the owner, and that was the best way for me to stop him from keeping on going towards him without hurting him too much. So, or without like knocking him out or running him unconscious, that is. So it wasn't like I was trying to make that move work like a magical move. It's just what I ended up doing, you know. And that door, by the way, back there, that's another door that we used to throw people out of from this bar. So this door's a side door from the same bar I used to work at. And well, the guy, after I kicked him, he jumped up and down and he screamed in Dutch and he said, "Godverdomme, klootzak, je hebt me de ballen getrapt," which translates to, you know, "God damn it, asshole, you kicked me in the nuts." And after that, we chased them, or walked after them, all the way from here, all the way to almost all the way to the end of the street. And, you know, honestly, afterwards, I was a bit worried that maybe PD would come, police would come, and maybe I would get charges pressed against me. And you guys may wonder, why am I telling the story then if I might have had charges pressed against me? Well, it was more than 5 years ago. So even if they had pressed charges against me, it's now verjaard, or it's past the date, so they can't do anything with it anymore. It's not an active case anymore. It wouldn't be held against me. So I can now openly talk about this, and I will talk more about other fights I've had and what else not. But I cannot be self-snitching like Andrew Tate, you know, about things I did like within 5 years ago, because that would just be stupid. I'll just get myself locked up, you know. And you know, all of the stuff that I've been suspected of has always been like, you know, fights, self-defense, mostly to do with work, with a few exceptions. But I've always been the cases always has been dropped based on self-defense, or my lawyers have proven it, and then you know, no more case. So I don't really have like a criminal record, but I do have a bunch of arrests for using violence, because people sometimes go to the cops. But that will be it for this video, guys, and till the next video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you like this kind of content, so you don't miss out on nothing.